For those who don't know, this is Elder Mmoja Ajabu, your host for Ajabu Speaks. This program is dedicated to stripping the clothes off of well-dressed lies, and there's a bunch of well-dressed lies running around here, and we're going to strip them naked. The truth won't have on any clothes. So this program is X-rated. If you can't stand the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the naked truth, then I would suggest that you situate yourself elsewhere. Because I'm unbought, UnBossed, and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the naked truth. I've been doing a series and just watching things in life, looked at that special with Jamie Foxx. That was almost like a little sermonette, but that ain't what I want to talk about. And then I even look at this situation that Jay-Z done got caught up with Diddy, partying and doing the slick jive. But that is not what I want to talk about. I see all of that as a diversion of something that is life-threatening. This country has elected a man who is sending signs and signals to people, the least of these, that he's coming after us. He's talking about using the military to round up people and is trying to make people believe that there's no need to be concerned about him. He's all right. He's our friend. And I'm saying he's the devil in disguise. He did an interview with, what's her name, Christine Welker on CNN, Meet the Press, and it was an in-depth interview. It was an interview to where is that she got the opportunity to be the first reporter to have a interview with him on this level after he was elected to be the 47th president of this country. And it amazed me that how she went so deeply into this immigration policy, but she never asked him about whether he was going to use the military. Now, he done said that he was not beyond, he's publicly stated, he's not beyond using the military to come round up people. And when he was talking about it and doing the election, you had his vice president says, yes, we coming to Columbus to round up those Haitians who are here legally. Because they eating the dogs and the pets. We're coming to get them. Now, whether they're doing that or not, and evidence shows that they're not, haven't, ain't going to do it. But he's saying that they're doing it, and the evidence says that they're not doing it. But he done made legal people illegal. And those illegal people look like people of African legacy. Well, if you're going to go after people that are legal, what are you really doing? And then this czar that he has appointed, what's his name? Tom Homan. He's calling him the border czar. He said when he get in there, he going to start in Chicago. Well, that's right next door to us. And I'm, as a military man, you can see, and then just a man that grew up on the streets and had to be aware of what was going on about my safety, and as a man that has been into the jungles of Vietnam and always had to be looking at what was going on so that you would understand what would go on so that you would not be caught surprised, I started looking at these developments of the czar saying that if he go in Chicago and the mayor and the aldermen get in the way, he gonna lock them up. And they're saying, well, look, we're gonna resist. The military has never been introduced into America to carry out a mission when it wasn't supposedly an emergency. Now, during the riots in the 60s, the military was introduced in Detroit. They was introduced in Detroit while I'm fighting with them in Vietnam. But that was supposedly an emergency. Now Duck, and you know I call him Duck, walk like a duck, talk like a duck, look like a duck. You got Donald Duck. So old Duck has said that he is going to have his border czar to start rounding people up, and he's going to start in Chicago, and if somebody resists, he's locking them up. And he said, now get this, he said he's going to start with criminals. What? I thought you was going after illegal immigrants. What's his name? Don? Tom? Leroy? Whatever his name is. I'm talking about his behavior. He says that he's now going after criminals. Well, that's a big category. I mean, shoot, quiet as a kettling. It ain't too quiet. Hell, I've been up in the court system and convicted of what they call crimes. Are you coming after me? And don't get surprised or out of shape that you said, Elder, Ajabu's been to jail. Hey, hell, you still in jail. You locked up. You just don't understand it because they ain't got the fence around you. They ain't got you're in the cage. But you locked up. Act up and see how they don't lock your butt up a little tighter. And I'm saying that you need to start acting up because the military is coming. They're talking about using the military to round people up who they don't like. You think they like you? One thing that the military teaches, and life, is not to be surprised. In the military, they call it situational awareness. And if you are aware of your situation, it helps to ensure that you will survive any situation that you get in. It reminds me of a situation that some sisters were in. And they had a problem that their brother was sick. And they knew that there was a guy that they could go to. My friend, I call him my friend. Some people call him the anointed one. Many refer to him as Jesus. But they said we can go to that guy. And we can ask him to come to our brother and just say a word, and he can come and heal our brothers. And Jesus told Martha and Mary, look, okay, I got you. Now, they didn't like that. They thought Jesus should drop everything that he was doing. And he's telling people that there are things going on. You got to understand your situation. He's trying to tell them that you got an oppressor at the time, Romans. And I'm supposed to be here to stop the oppression, but I can't do it by myself. I need your help. My Father done sent me on a mission to stop this stuff that's going on here, and I'm trying to carry out the mission. Where are you? And he's educating the people. This is what's supposed to do. And Mary and Martha come and say, man, our brother is sick. And Jesus said, okay, I'll be there. It took him a couple of days, I think even 3. And he got there and the sisters is all distraught because Lazarus is laying over there and they ain't breathing. They said, now Jesus, if you'd have came when we asked you, our brother would still be here. Jesus told him, "Oh, you with little faith." Do y'all understand who I am? I done walked on the water. I done fed 5,000 people with 5 pieces of fish and 2 loaves. And you don't think that I can handle? You think that I would tell you that I was going to handle something that I couldn't handle? I told you to wait because I wanted to send another message. And if you understand, this is the last message that he sent, that he was the one that we ought to get around and follow. This was the last message that he sent before they killed him. And they told Lazarus, my friend, get your butt up, man. It ain't over with for you. Get up! And when he got up, the people, oh, Jesus. This is the guy. This is who we looking for. He's sending the signs and signals that he is the one. Jesus, I think. And what happened can happen again. But we can't look to Jesus to do it. Jesus came once, tried to get it done. They killed him. They came twice at the resurrection. And he said, look, it don't look like y'all ready. I'm going to go to the Father. He told people listening to him that, yeah, I didn't get the job done on the first time around, but I'm coming back. And when I come back, some of y'all won't have experienced death. Jesus wasn't lying. But one thing that we got to understand, that the people that was listening to Jesus 2,000 years ago, all them dead and stinking. They ain't even stinking now. They through stinking. They past stinking. They dried up. And if you look at it, and I've written a pamphlet on it, so that y'all can have the references. But I don't want to give you the references now because it takes away from the story. I want you to understand the story. That we got to understand the story. We got to understand that people are using Jesus' life to keep us oppressed, to keep us from rebelling against the oppression that they're giving us. And it's time for that to be over with. Enough. And now, Doug is sending signals that he's going to jump on us, that he's going to round us up. Last time somebody was rounding up, somebody was Hitler, he put people in furnaces. But we still going to the job and watching the NBA and looking at the NFL, and I can't lie, I do some of that too, but that don't stop me from looking at what's happening around me with the people that's getting ready to seize power. I can look at LeBron and what's his name, Anderson on the coast. I can look at that, but that don't stop me from paying attention to what these people in power is talking about doing and setting up to do. We got to be aware of our situation. And even if you look at the people that are over the military right now, they're concerned about what Duck is talking about doing. They're having conversations. Well, if he give us an illegal order, do we follow it? Why would the military even have to contemplate doing something illegal to the least of these in America. They're concerned. And I'm telling you that we ought to be concerned. And I'm so concerned that I'm concerned because the people that I love, the people that I would put my life on the line for, they just going about their business. They don't see a fight brewing. They going to work. Watching the NBA, the NFL, going to Black Expo. And all the time there's a threat that's looming. And the threat got the nerve to talk, look, we're going to start in Chicago. We right next door here in Indianapolis, Indy. It won't be tough for them to come across the border. We see that where we came from with old Genocide Joe, and I call him Genocide Joe because he's helping genocide over there in Palestine, which they want to call Israel, but he's helping them commit genocide over there through there because he's giving them the weapons that's killing people and telling them that he's against the war, but he's giving them weapons that's killing people. You ain't against the war if you giving people the weapons that are killing people. Genocide Joe. Yeah, I'm unbought. UnBossed and UnAfraid to call the truth to be the truth and nothing but the butt-naked truth. If you are giving arms to people and they're using those arms to kill people, you ain't against the war. You helping the war. You're supporting the war. There's a war because of you. And now you got the nerve to go over into Africa talking about that you want to help Africans. Went into Angola talking about I'm for all Africans, and yeah, we done treated y'all badly, I know, and I apologize, we done treated y'all badly, but we want to establish relationship. We want to have a rapport with you, and then you say, well, yeah, you ain't came over here before. Why you wanna come over here now? Well, when you see people in power moving to have a relationship with the least of these, you bet there's some money involved. And over in Angola, they got natural resources that are necessary for the production of batteries. And if you understand that the president understands that the country is going to be moving from gasoline cars to battery cars, well, they're going to need those resources to make those batteries so that they can get from point A to point B. And hopefully back to point A. And so now he want to go over there and establish a relationship. And if you look at it historically, the relationships that America has established with the brothers on the African continent, it's not been in the interest of the people. They take the resources, they sell the cars, the people selling the cars and owning the companies getting rich. The people buying the cars, living from paycheck to paycheck, but they can't get one. And then the people that got the batteries being used in the car, suffering. Don't have a roof over their head. And the brothers are telling them, now we got the resources, but we're Pan-Africanists. We look at things from a position that is beneficial to the African people, and giving you our resources, and which we're the richest country, but we got the poorest people. That don't make sense. Genocide Joe. We ain't gonna let you make some money so that you can make some more weapons, so that you can go into Palestine and help them Zionists keep the land that they done stole from the Palestinian people? No. And we them brothers in the Sahel, what are you talking about? Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. When France and Genocide Joe wanted to come over into Niger and control the uranium, which they use for nuclear weapons and nuclear energy with nuclear weapons. But when they came over there and tried to control that and said that they was going to fight, they said, no, you jump on one of us, you jump on all of us. And if you're talking about jumping on us, you need to get your butt up on out here. Rat them out! He said, we're Pan-Africanists. We're going to do what's for the benefit of our people. And let you continue to take the uranium and shoot all together. They create a fourth of the gold that comes from the African continent. And they saying, look, we're going to stop this relationship with France and the United States, the white folks, and we're going to start establishing relationships with our folks who act like that they got some sense. You can't come over here helping white folks steal from black folks and think we're going to be cool with you. And see, that's what they done in Nigeria. Nigeria, the president of Nigeria, he was the head of ECOWAS, which is the Economic Community of West African States. The white folks, France and the United States, went over there and said, oh man, them black folks in Mali and Burkina Faso and Niger, they acting up. I need you to go over there and straighten them up. And he says, I'll do it, boss. I'll get him. And so he started putting his military together to go over through there and jump on the brothers. The brothers told him, look, if you come over and jump on us, jump on one of us, you done jumped on all of us. And then what happened, and he didn't expect this, the people in Nigeria said, man, are you out of your mind? You're going to go over there and jump on our brothers because they want the resources that's on the African continent to be used for the benefit of African people, and you want to jump on them because the white folks don't want to continue to come over here and take the resources, and we don't get no time is on us. And I know it's hard for me to say this, and I don't really like saying it, but I got to tell you the truth. We can't get caught with our underwear down. It's deadly. And I would like to be popular and run a popularity contest. But my life and my love for you, beloved, won't let me do that. I got to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt naked truth. That makes me a Christian. Because now I'm following the ways of Jesus. He wasn't popular. And he didn't come through shoot. When his mama and them came through there to try to tell him, Jesus, slow down, man. You're upsetting the people. He said, who are you? Mama? And I mean, that's mean. He talked to his mama like, who are you? Jesus had the nerve to question his mama. Who are you to come to me like that? And I'm out here trying to do my Father's business. Well, it's on us to do the business. Mandatory. And you can't do the business if you don't know the business. And so I'm giving you the business. You better listen to Elder Ajabu. You can catch this message every Saturday, 10:30 p.m. on 91.9 FM, if you're here in Indianapolis. But if you're anywhere else in the world, we stream live at www.919witt.org. Again, www.919 dot www.919witt.org. My Lord, sometimes when that load get on you, be heavy, make you think about things, small things, differently because you're thinking about big things. If you missed the program, you can go to my website, www.ajabuspeaks.squarespace.com. Again, www.ajabuspeaks.squarespace.com. It's on us. We can't wait on Jesus to come back. It's on us. And that don't mean that we don't respect Jesus, and Lord knows I do. But I listen to Jesus, and Jesus told us in the Bible, right there in the book, he told us. When he comes again, those that were listening to him at that time all of them would not have experienced death. They're gone. He wasn't lying. The second coming was the resurrection. He wasn't lying. Now people be trying to make him out of a lion and tell us to keep looking for him so that they can keep us suffering peacefully. I'm saying it's time for that to stop. We need, as people of African legacy, we need to start looking at things from an African perspective. And if we do that worldwide, that's called Pan-Africanism. We're people from the richest land on the face of the earth. But we're the poorest people. Don't make sense. It don't make sense. And it needs to stop. And there's some brothers on the African continent who say, look, don't come through here with that. We ain't buying that. And if you done jumped on one of us, you done jumped on all of us. I like that. I want to be a part of that. And I'm telling you, we ought to be a part of it. Look, if we straighten up and fly right, that gold that they're getting from the African continent, we'll be the ones selling it. That's what Pan-African means. If we straighten up and fly, and I say straighten up and fly right because that's what my mama used to say all the time, and she might be done popped you, before all of that happens, but she might pop you, and she had a finger that she lost a knuckle to that was a bone, and pop people in the head, and she said straighten up and fly. Well, I'm telling you, if we straighten up and fly right, we'll be dealing gold, we'll be dealing manganese, we'll be dealing cobalt, and now we won't only be the from the richest land, we'll be the richest people. UnBought, UnBossed, and UnAfraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt naked truth. I ain't got but one question for you. You ready?